There are moments in history where expression breaks through. A sound, an art style, a spark of innovation or some invention. Moments that cannot be ignored. This is novelty. Something creative and new emerging from humanity. Not a trend, but a rupture in the predetermined flow of time. A break from the endless cycles of nostalgia and repetition, a crest in the wave. And just as predictably comes the trough of the wave, the backlash, the reaction. The fearful, nostalgic hands of control, reaching up from the shadows to bring everything all crashing down. War, entropy, conformity. The traditionalists arrive, not because they are strong or have real power, but because they are afraid. Afraid of what they cannot control. Afraid of losing the illusion of control that they do have. Because novelty is freedom, and freedom cannot be commodified without some kind of struggle. But novelty keeps returning, because it is the natural human state, not the anomaly. It is the expression of the self that refuses to be silenced, that spreads the memes of creativity, freedom, inspiration. I call this theory of this cycle Epochs of Novelty, which are 30-year waveforms of novelty in the history of the world. They follow the 29.5-year cycle of the orbit of Saturn, which is often called Saturn's return in astrology. This aligns with the idea of Saturn or Kronos devouring his own children in order to keep them from overthrowing him, which is why tradition always cycles back around to devour those eras of expression and novelty. In coming videos, I will outline these crests and their subsequent troughs, from the electric epoch of 1901 with the inventor Nikola Tesla, to the surrealist crest of 1931 with Salvador Dali, to the psychedelic era of 1961 with the Beatles and psychedelics emerging, to the alternative epoch of 1991 with Nirvana, Bjork, and others redefining music, and to more modern epochs like 2021 and our current trend towards an oncoming trough. Each video will explore the crest and trough that followed. Each crest of novelty in this secret history of the world is a pulse of truth, a spike in genuine signal before the inevitable tragedies and clampdowns occur. Before systems eventually cage and commodify creativity again, turning inspiration into profit, expression into content to be consumed, and our dreams into menial jobs. Finally, in this series, we will also explore ways in which to break this cycle. What if we could gather these wayward sparks of inspiration scattered throughout time once again? Leap across time? Short-circuit this predictable cycle with ever-increasing novelty? What if we could enter a kind of temporal gnosis and reclaim our true freedom? This is the first step on that journey. This video is your introduction on things to come here on My Eighth Magic. Welcome to the Epochs of Novelty. You are the engine by which the world is changed, through which reality is built. This all depends on you.